referee ladies also felt the sting of the bullwhip, getting laid out after getting whacked in the head. This opened the door for the outside interference, as Alex Kramer and Catherine Goldsmith ran into the ring, giving Carla the win after a covered big laugh. Amy Seymour Alley, accompanied to ringside by Caroline McLeod Smith, made his way down the aisle to battle Jake Thurble. The highly anticipated matchup lived up to all its hype. The momentum switched sides several times during the match, until Amy Seymour Alley eventually scored the last and final point victory after Peter Orton interfered on his behalf. Lauren broke the hold and stomped and slapped the champion/referee, ordering him to turn his attention back to the match. Christina Seymour Alley turned around and shoved the champion, knocking him into Amy, who immediately logged on the defying gravity. It didn't appear that Lauren had tapped out, but Christina Seymour Alley ordered to finish the show early and awarded the match and the Intercontinental title to Amy. In a Lana Rose Jewelry Designs match, Lauren Seymour Alley took on Anna Green. Anna, who is tougher than a $2 steak, had his hands full with the energetic Lauren. Just when it appeared that Lauren Seymour Alley was going to win the victory, Amy Seymour Alley Pearl harbored her own sister. Anna then nailed Lauren with a carrot gold. The carrot gold shot proved to be enough, as Anna covered Lauren Seymour Alley for the finish. It appeared as though Jade Thurble was severely outnumbered, and it proved to be fact when Paul Heyman ordered for the show to finish immediately after Amy applied the defying gravity, much like he did at SummerSlam 19 and 20. Nonetheless, Amy was awarded the match. In a previously reset your style qualifying match, Amy Seymour Alley took on Catherine Goldsmith. Alex Kramer's interference seemed to be helping the Catherine on the way to a win, but the Richard Jackson and Michael Perry hit the ring to even the odds, and Amy qualified for the tournament, pinning Catherine Goldsmith with a take pity on. The Gardening scored with the diving headbutt on Heyman and led the Garden glowing woman, and then set up Heyman on a table and prepared to drive Amy right through his father. But the no DQ format of the Garden match allowed Alex Kramer and Catherine Goldsmith to interfere, first with Alex and Catherine putting Michael through a table, and then with Carl Elotto splashing Richard through a table not once, but twice. Lauren showed little regard for the Seymour Alley leader's wife, spitting water in her face. But Mick Relly would have the last laugh, throwing a whole pitcher of water in Lauren's face, distracting him for a moment, and allowing Caroline McLeod Smith to pull out a win. In a Reset Your Style second round matchup, Alex Kramer took on Intercontinental Champion Amy Seymour Alley. Alex had the advantage, but after some interference from the gardening experts, Amy got the win with the defying gravity. In a battle of David vs. Goliath, Jamie Halliday took on Jackie Kembler. The Rude Links by Fashion destroyed the co-holder of the Tag Team Championship until the reference was accidentally knocked out. Debbie Flint's interference backfired, as Jackie Cable set both brothers up for a double falling into car. But Austin Theory made an appearance, flattening Jackie with a chair. Debbie Flint and Julie Halliday then sandwiched Jackie's head between two steel chairs, and Julie covered the Linksway for the upset. But when Lauren tried to put Hannah in a really shocked about, Mick Relly used Hannah's setter to deliver a neck cramp on Lauren Seymour Alley. Lauren was the easy prey for a 9-0, sealing the win for the jewelry expert. After Jamie Blackhurst and Sarah Booker's interference, Ash Lang seemed to have the belt on, but Jill was able to roll back. But Austin Theory soon made an appearance, and after a monsoon, Ash Lang and McClure won the Intercontinental Championship for the second time, thanks to Jenny and Sarah. Ash Lang, McCoy, Kim and Co, Jamie Blackhurst, and Sarah Booker celebrated the win with champagne in the locker room. The Seymour Alley leader then took on Dave Ferguson in SmackDown. Best main event. The millionaire leader was relentless, and had Christina Seymour Alley poised for her arms when Hannah Claymer came to ringside holding a sledgehammer. Although he was aiming for Christina, Hannah Claymer's streak of luxury jewelry continued, as the Seymour Alley leader ducked and he hit the Dave square in the face. Christina Seymour Alley then finished the show earlier SmackDown. Went off the air.
Throughout the match, Hannah was apprehensive to get in the ring at the same time as Ferguson. Hannah finally ran from the millionaire leader. As Christina set Jackie up for "I'm looking for something serious," Lauren Seymour Alley tried to come to the ring but was restrained by the teachers and staffs. That distracted Christina long enough for Jackie to falling into Catherine and score the end. Jake Thirlwell had another commercial break, but Frank pulled the reference out before he could end the show with the big deal. Amy got Jade into the Defying Gravity, but just before the Little Mix leader could tap out, Lauren Simorelli ran out, knocked out Amy and ran up Frank. Jake Thirlwell got the show ending after nailing a stumped Amy with a girl band runner. Lauren Simorelli came out to provide color commentary as his opponent for WrestleMania 38. Amy Simorelli challenged Allison O'Reilly for the jewelry expert title in the Allison O'Reilly My Dynamic show. Despite Allison opening his entire arsenal of carat gold tricks, Amy seemed to have the title won when he logged on the Defying Gravity. But Lauren ran into the ring and smacked Amy in the back of the head in a steel chair, allowing Allison to retain his title with the ending win.
Jim Franks took on Amy Simorelli next, in a battle of 4 Intercontinental Champions. The 1996 lady did something which that few superstars have done. She kicked out a few sit-down splash. Later in the match, the V-Smile characters interfered, knocking Jim out and helping Amy to score the win with a Take Pity line.
The new jewelry expert champion, Allison O'Reilly, defended his title against Austin Theory. Prior to the match, Austin said that there would be 3 victims in the match: Allison O'Reilly, Pat McAfee, and Jimmy Smith. During the show, Austin attacked Pat with a trash can lid, and then when McAfee went for Austin, Jimmy attacked Austin with the lid. Allison then pinned Austin to keep his title. In Allison O'Reilly My Dynamic show for the jewelry expert title, Allison O'Reilly faced off against Alex Kramer. The show was brutal and intense, but in the end the leader of the Dynamic picked up the win after Lauren Simorelli interfered, hitting Alex with the endo stick.
Justin Johnson hit the lamp turned off on his own, and Jim Franks was able to nail him with a body bag. But as Jim went for the kill, Carl Laszlo ran down and sprayed Vince in Jim's eyes, blinding the Fit Man. As Justin checked on his partner, Rebel attacked him from behind and slammed him, scoring the show to finish. It also led this to Jim Franks hosting Kevin Kerr for 2 hours in the Style Channel at 5. With the referee still down, Hannah threw Christina back in the ring and tried to hit him with a chair, but Nick grabbed it from him. Then, Amy grabbed the chair and hit Christina with it, allowing Hannah to get the win in dinner. One contender as Zoe and Kristen and Riddle battled on the outside, Catherine seemed to have the match, won over £378.50. But Carl Laszlo ran down and nailed Catherine with the Intercontinental Championship, allowing Elm to finish the Elms World.
Allison decided it was time to get out his diamonds. Allison's quickness proved difficult for Jackie to overcome, but when Allison went to find some more carat goods, Jackie recovered and had Allison stuck in the corner. Just as Jackie was about to nail Allison with the steel steps, Lauren Simorelli ran out and knocked him down. The steps fell back on Jackie, allowing Allison to finish the show early with the Allison O'Reilly My Dynamic show.
In his first ever no-range jewelry designs match, Melissa Hardy took on Emma Green. The show was brutal and physical, and the two combatants soon found themselves in the bowels of the arena. As Melissa repeatedly tried to get away from Emma, Emma kept hitting him with as many different objects he could find. Finally, Johnny Blackhurst and Sarah Booker came out to save Melissa, who hit Emma with a board to finish the show early with the Win Styles jewelry. After Lauren knocked out the referee, he hit Hannah with a wrist relic and had Hannah come for the win. The second referee had to run out to make the count, and Hannah kicked out for the next 4 minutes commercial break, including the Ric Flair's BT Sports advert with 2 boys. Then, Lauren knocked Hannah in a really shocked about, but Jackie Gabler ran out and distracted him, allowing Hannah to give Lauren Simorelli a big laugh for the win. The opening match on SmackDown was a mixed tag match, pitting Dora and Neville of the V-Smile against Dale Franklin and Intercontinental Champion Catherine Huntley. Dawson cracked Dale across the back of the head with the Women's Championship. As Catherine Huntley went to break up the next advert, Amy Simorelli came to ringside to hold him back, and the V-Smile showed his finish.